Welcome to the Phil Steele Plus Tour for December the 14th. Well, not a lot of football games this week, but we do have one of my favorite rivalries, Army-Navy. Just a great game to watch, a great game to witness, and you got to love the players in this game, all going on to serve the country in the future. So I will have a play for you on the Army-Navy game. A little bit of house cleaning. Let's do that real quick for you. The tour records. Last week we went 1-1 on the tour. Now 21-10 over the last 7 weeks. 41-33 this year on the tour. 67-46, 23 weeks. 99-71 over 34 weeks. The FCS selections 29-15. You combine the FCS and the FBS, 70-48 on the tour this year, 59%. Quick hitters went 0-1 last week. The NFL play lost last week. Now 6-5-1 over the last 22 weeks. As you know, I don't really follow the NFL, but and I do not have an NFL play for you this week. Maybe I'll have one for you next week. Another quick note for you. The Inside the Press Box special we have for you. Right now, we do have the first bowl issue out and available. It actually covers your bowl games all the way through next Wednesday. So you get not only this Saturday's bowl game, but you get Tuesday's bowl game, 2 bowl games on Wednesday. You also get the Army-Navy game. That's the first of your 5 bowl issues. If you sign up for Inside the Press Box for the postseason, you get 5 bowl issues through the title game. Those are $20 each. The NFL playoff issues, 4 of them at $20 each. Right there, it's a $180 value. The regular price, $89 for the postseason special. Your price, just take $10 off. Type in Expert Wins and take $10 off that. And once again, to get there, you just go to the store on philsteele.com. And when you go to the store, clicking on it now. Let's get that thing open up. There we go. You can get your college edition right here, the NFL edition. Here's where you get the postseason for $89. If you want to get next year's magazine, well, that's this year's magazine, but next year's magazine, I have opened up the VIP pre-order and then the Super VIP. I'm going to have a blog on that probably Monday or Tuesday, which will explain it. If you have been a VIP member or a Super VIP member, I'm sure you're thrilled with what you got this past year. You, of course, get the digital magazine before the magazine's even printed. You get the magazine 3 weeks before it hits a newsstand, and it's all sent out to you FedEx. Plus, you get a lot of other stuff. The pre-orders are available right now, right there at the store. But let's talk about Army and Navy. And I think you guys probably have an idea what I'm going to use here, but let's take a look at this rivalry a little bit closer. Now, when you click here, this gets you the past history of the rivalry, and you can see that the favorite won outright here and covered. The dog won outright. This tells you the amount of upsets in the series. The favorite lost, so the dog won outright again. So basically, you pick the straight-up winner, and you've got the last 5 years. It's either been the favorite covering and winning or the underdog pulling an outright upset. That's pretty interesting. But what we're going to focus on here is the Army-Navy and the unders. Look at this. We give you the totals here, and the Army-Navy game has gone under the total 17 out of 18 years. Now, there's a reason for that. The reason teams employ the option is because defenses only have 1 week to prepare for it. They're not familiar with the option. They don't know how to defend it. And their practice teams can nowhere near do it at the speed that Army, Navy, Air Force run the option, because they do it every day in practice, whereas your practice squad's just trying it for the first week. So you don't get good practice against it, and you also are unfamiliar with defending the option. Well, when options take on options, it's a completely different game. I just showed you Army, Navy. Let's go take a look at Army, Air Force. And here's this one. Army, Air Force, look at all these unders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And guess what? This year's went under. We used it on the tour. Army, Air Force under. The game went under the total. If we take a look at it here, it was 20-3, 255 yards offense for Army. That was their second lowest of the season. They held Air Force to 209. That was the second best any team's done against Air Force all year. And the Air Force Navy did actually go over the total by a little. Couple of big plays. One late touchdown pushed it over. But when we go to Army or Navy against Air Force and take a look at the series history here, Look at all these unders here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you add it all up over the last 11 years, Army or the service academies, when they play each other, have gone under the total 27 out of 32 times. 27 unders, 4 overs, 1 total. So it's pretty much an automatic play for me. I use it on the tour all the time. It's been very successful. Army and Navy playing each other. Both teams know how to defense the option. We are going to go with under 39 in the Army-Navy game, and that's pretty remarkable. If you take a look here at the last 40 years' results, last year's total for the Army-Navy game was 28.5. Now we're getting 39 this year. I like that. So we're going under 39 in Army-Navy as your tour play for this week. Now, next week on Thursday, there's more bowl games to choose from. I should have multiple plays for you here on the line, but for this week's tour, just one play, and it is the one you probably expected. Army and Navy to go under the total. Once again, Press Box takes you all the way through the bowl games of Wednesday next week. So you've got yourself 4 bowl games plus the Army-Navy game, plus the FCS games. Got a best bet in there in the FCS. You know the FCS record's been incredible this year. Get the single issue for just $20 this week, or get the entire postseason for that $79 price. I'd like to thank you for taking the tour with me this week, and I'll be back next week with you with more selections.